If you want to do Machu Picchu right, then this one's for you. I'm your host, Mateo, and you're watching Go Explore Beyond, our new channel all about travel, self-guided tours, and insider tips, where we show you how to get the most out of every trip. Welcome to part 2 of our Porqué Peru mini-series. Join us today as we tackle the big one, Machu Picchu and its gateway town, Aguas, Calientes. And that's because of the natural hot springs found right here. There's a lot of moving parts and things to figure out, but Machu Picchu plays by its own rules, so pay attention here. In this video, we break it down into 7 simple tips to help you make the most out of your time in one of the world's most iconic sites. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Tip number 1, entry tickets. Before you book anything else, and I mean flights, accommodations, trains, tours, Machu Picchu tickets go fast, so lock them in first. You'll need to pick a date, time, circuit, and route. As of now, there are 3 circuits and 10 routes to choose from. FYI, both circuit and route numbers change all the time, so you always want to confirm the latest info. We suggest reserving tickets 3 to 6 months in advance, since some of the popular circuits like Huayna Picchu or the Sun Gate, those sell out pretty quickly. A last-minute booking landed us on Circuit 3B, Gran Caverna, which means Grand Cavern, and to be honest, we found that a bit underwhelming. Now, why is this cavern considered so grand? Save your energy, I did the research for you. It's a hidden Inca ceremonial site carved right into the natural cave, so people I guess find it a bit mystical. Plus, it's the less crowded side of Machu Picchu, so if you get anxious in large crowds, maybe you prefer this instead, a dark cave. I'll leave that up to you. If you've been to the Gran Caverna, let us know what you thought in the comments. Did you enjoy it, or did you wish you had booked something else? Tip number 2, the train. Getting to Machu Picchu is half the fun, and since no roads reach Aguas Calientes, that fun is on the train. Once your entry to Machu Picchu is set, next it's time to book your train tickets. For that, there are 2 companies that operate, Inca Rail and Peru Rail. In short, the main differences are that Peru Rail runs twice as many daily trips, and Inca Rail has slightly more affordable tickets. That's it. Pay attention here, this part's important. When you get to the station, it's gonna get busy and fast, so keep your ticket and passport handy and secure. Head straight to your platform.
That's us over there.
Believe it or not, most of the people standing around in your way are not even lining up for your train.
More cowbells. More cowbells.
Howdy, cowboy.
The 90-minute trip on the river winds through the sacred valley where every bend feels like a cinematic reveal. It's pretty spectacular. On board, they do this whole fashion show and presentation to sell you alpaca goods and other souvenirs. Not really what I was here for, but hey, this was kind of fun. Esa! Tip number 3, make sure you acclimate first. Spending 2 to 3 days either in Cusco or Ollantaytambo can make all the difference in the world. For more on that, check out part 1 for our episode on Ollantaytambo. Hey, want to beat the crowds to Machu Picchu? Tip number 4, stay one night in Aguas Calientes. Aguas Calientes means hot water. Aguas Calientes. We booked early entry to Machu Picchu, 7 a.m. to be specific, which meant we would need to arrive the night before. Let me tell you, best decision ever. Not only did we beat the crowds, but we also got to enjoy this charming little town tucked away in the mountains, where everything slows down just enough to take it in. And of course, some really good food. For that, we hit up Poncho's, this rustic spot by the tracks with incredibly good seafood.
You know they have feelings too, right?
This is also where Kimmy's Chicha Morada era began.
How is it?
It's so good. Oh, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of hibiscus.
Have you heard of Chicha Morada before? It's a traditional Peruvian drink made by fermenting corn with pineapple, cinnamon, cloves, sugar, and lime. And after dinner, we did what responsible adults do by retreating to our hotel to get all the beauty rest we could before the big day.
Move the face over.
Hey, I thought this was a safe space that I could share. Wondering where to stay? That one's easy. Find something near the shuttle buses so you can easily join the early morning lineups.
Machu Picchu lineup.
Buses to Machu Picchu leave from the main station, Estación de Autobuses, which is right next to the tracks. Best to arrive there 1 to 1.5 hours before your entry time. Trust me.
Here we are.
Let's go.
Line started moving. We're on our way to our bus that's going to take us to Machu Picchu. This is the lineup behind us. And that's the lineup ahead of us.
Tip number 5, pack smart. If you saw part 1, you'll remember what I said. Pack like the weather has commitment issues.
Welcome to Peru.
Layers, vests, rain gear, but also think sunscreen, sunglasses, and a hat. Also, best to wear comfortable walking or hiking shoes, but whatever you do, don't wear short socks or socklets. Trust me, the sandflies here don't play. I was scratching this shit for days. And here's a luggage hack. The morning of Machu Picchu, you'll likely be checking out of your hotel or Airbnb, and I bet you don't want to be carrying your bags around all day, right? There's a spot right next to the buses that's safe and affordable. Plus, the staff there are super friendly.
Nerida, la más.
Also, very important when you leave your bags, keep your luggage ticket as well as your Machu Picchu tickets and passport with you at all times. You'll be asked to show them a number of times throughout the day. Tip number 6, tour guide or not tour guide? That is the question. Now, get this. Though officially you're required to have a licensed guide with you, they're pretty lax about it, letting most solo travelers explore on their own. For us, it was always going to be a game time decision. Enter Graciela, this tour guide with a professional yet cool, no pressure vibe who came up to us while we were in line for the buses. And let me tell you, best decision ever. Graciela was so knowledgeable and well-spoken that she completely elevated our experience.
I'm here with Graciela, our tour guide from today, and she is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to drop her contact information so that you can reach her directly. That's her real face, but she's absolutely a rock star. And there's no better experience to see Machu Picchu with this tour guide, not a tour guide, this one, okay?
Thank you so much. This is Graciela. Okay.
Plus, this is how we met our new friends Sam and Taina as they completed our small group. Then, while waiting in line, this happens.
Estoy acá con Matías y con Maxi. Me invitaron a tomar un mate.
A moment of instant nostalgia when I spotted the mate.
6 months since I had my last mate. Y hoy tomamos uno. Salud.
And if you know anything about Argentinians, we'll always invite you to join. Next, when you arrive, keep your eyes open for a familiar face or two. We spotted this guy all over town the night before, and somehow he beat us up here. Crazy, right? Not that crazy, in fact.
They come up with the hikers in the morning, and that's why they're passed out once they get up here because they're so tired.
These dogs actually hike up with the early risers who skip the bus and take the trail from Aguas Calientes. Honestly, what a legend, right? Total respect. Word of advice, if you're on the fence, a great guide can completely bring Machu Picchu to life. Somebody who doesn't just recite the facts, but that actually makes you feel like you're standing there with the Incas, pointing out the details you'd totally miss on your own. But if you decide not to, here's how to explore it best. Start at the guardhouse for the views, then hit the Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Condor before heading down to the agricultural terraces. From there, just follow your assigned circuit. For example, you'll see it marked with a number and a letter, like 3A. When we got back to Aguas Calientes, we had some time on our hands before our train back, so we grabbed a quick lunch with our new friends at Greenhouse. Looking around the table, everyone's food looked top shelf. Then there's me. Simple, safe, and loyal to my pizza. And lastly, want to level up your train experience? Tip number 7, train hack. For the trip back to Ollantaytambo, we had upgraded to Vistadome to see what all the hype was about. Then this happened just minutes before boarding. Seats 49, 50, and what do we have? 47, 48.
And then it's also
A, of course. Yes. It's the same thing. Of all the people and all the seats, what are the odds that we'd be sitting across from our new friends? By the way, glad that we paid for the upgrade on the return trip, as the four of us were exhausted, so we really enjoyed all the amenities that Vista Dome had to offer, including plush seats, big windows, food and drinks. Well, that wraps up part 2 of our mini-series. Up next, we go full adventure mode in Cusco. Join us for an ATV adventure through the Sacred Valley, the wild terraces of Moray, the salt ponds of Maras, and things get wild and crazy when we take on one of the most challenging climbs of our lives. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more travel content just like this. Got any questions or comments? Drop them below and we'll get back to you. Thanks so much for watching and supporting our channel. Till next time, go travel, go discover, and go explore beyond.